Please review the disclosures. Nothing written, expressed, or said here should be looked at as investment advice or an admonition to buy, sell, or trade any security or financial instrument. The Lund Loop is for informational purposes only. And there it is. Amazon's going to the moon. So glad I don't have any. Hey, welcome to the daily update for Thursday, October 30th, 2025. Thank you so much for bearing with me as I do this transition of equipment and video and computer. I'm trying to get to the spot where I can just sit down, hit a button, and do the daily update seamlessly. And now that I'm on camera, it's a problem because my old software that I use, Camtasia, which is not old, I just bought the newest license, it is choking on these files. It's taking me like 35 minutes to put these files out. So I have switched to OBS Studios, which I'm on right now. And as you'll see in a minute, I think it's going to make things easier in terms of transitions and rendering times and all the stuff that nobody cares about. So, hey, I don't get it. What's up with people trying to blow their accounts up before the end of the year? I think we've got 35 trading days if you factor in holidays between now and the end of the year. And not so much in the Lund Loop community, but out on FinTwit, I just see people that are insane. They are trying to, yesterday they were trying to game the 37 moves post-Fed. They're trying to game the binary moves of Google and Meta and Microsoft. People today trying to do the same thing with Apple and Amazon. It just doesn't make sense to me. All right, let's do one of those transition things that I was just talking about here. Boom. All right, look at that. Okay, so here's what I want to talk about for a second. I put out a Meditations on Markets video earlier this year, and it's called When to Walk Away, a trader's guide to profit protection. Now, I get that there is a time and a place to make money while the sun is shining. Was it make hay while the sun is shining? But about 3-4 weeks ago, I said right here on the Daily Update, I'm dialing back a little bit. Why? Because it's been a fantastic year, number one. Number two, we're going into fall, which is a time I want to be present and I want to be enjoying the season. And I don't want to be hyper trading. I don't want to be scalping and going in and out of things 10 or 15 times. I want to dial it back a little bit, protect my profits, take some fatter pitches. Now, when you dial it back, it doesn't mean you go from trading like a madman to zero. It means you can, there's a spectrum, right? So I'm involved in some things, but I'm just not sitting there every day like this. Also, the market is extended short term. So there's just a lot of reasons why. This video right here on the screen, in this video, I tell you exactly how to gauge whether you should be dialing it back or even walking away, or if you should stay in the game and keep pushing the gas and ratcheting things up. I literally talk exactly how to do it. And that's for paid subscribers. It's the Meditations on Markets. Just think about it this way. What if you got up 50% in the first 2 months of the year? Like, let's say you just killed it in the first 2 months. You got 50%. Do you walk away? Do you just bank the year and relax and try to work on other parts of your life, or maybe take selective trades? Because what if you got to the end of the year and you could have made 100%? But what if you got to the end of the year and you lost it all? Then you would have kicked yourself, or even you went negative. So it's not so easy to do. I just think a lot of people are out there pushing it. They're trying to blow their account up before the end of the year. It just doesn't make sense. So anyway, that's everyone's choice. So let's do this. Let's look at the action. Let's see what Amazon's doing. It's still holding. And I don't think Apple's out yet, right? No, Apple's, they're always late. All right, so let's look at the action from yesterday, and I want to illustrate this with the futures. So there's the Fed announcement right there. All right, there's the Fed announcement, and that's when we kind of dropped off of a cliff. And so here's the low. Here's the Fed low. Come on, get back up there. There it is. So this is the range, right? This is the lowest close of the 5-minute bar, and here's the tail of it. So this is a range of the low. Then we rallied. Then we got some post-close news. Some of it was good with Google. Some of it was bad with Meta. Some of it was meh with Microsoft. We kind of chopped around here. Then there were all these alternating stories about China. First, I don't know, Z said everything was great. Then Trump got on a plane without meeting with him. And then, I don't know, something came out here. The point is that was our low from the Fed. And so we chopped up overnight in the futures. And where did we end? Well, we ended definitively below that level. Now, this is the Amazon pop, obviously. If we get Apple, a good response from Apple, we'll probably get back up here. But this is an interesting spot to key off of, okay? You can see the same thing if you look over here on the NASDAQ, right? The NASDAQ is also below those Fed lows. Again, Apple, good, will probably get us up here, but bad won't. So that's another level to key off of. I think the other thing that I noticed about people that wanted to ruin their P&L for the year is how they were just trying to jump on dogs like CMG, which is just getting killed. Had a little bit of a bounce today, but let's walk through this. I think this is important. Let's take it off extended hours. Okay, so you get a drop in a stock like this and you think, well, I want to play it for a rebound. There's really no spot in here that makes sense to try to play it. I mean, maybe this little base right here, but do you really want to try to go low or go long into a stock that has this cascading spread of intraday moving averages, a 5, a 9, and a 20 that are just waterfalling down after gapping down like this? And as you can see, like even when you got above some of these levels, you didn't really get much of a bump and you just rolled over. And at the end of the day, I mean, that's just, there's nothing there. What about Kava? Same sort of thing. Kava falling in sympathy. Look at that cascade down of moving averages. Where would there be a smart spot to get involved? I mean, maybe here, but this is a little bit later day and you still have the 20 above you. So, not good. Some other names that just got murdered today. Roblox. Let's go over here. Roblox. I mean, look at that. Whew, falling off a cliff there. Roblox down 15%. We already looked at Kava. How about PayPal? This is one of the ugliest charts I've ever seen. So we go from 66, we go all the way up to 77, slammed right back down to 66. We gap up on earnings, get up to 80, and now we're back down to 67. That is ugly. Look at DraftKings, right? So I think a smarter way to play those names, if you really have to play them, like I don't know why you'd be playing dumpster diving, but if you have to play them, and I guess I shouldn't say that because I'm going to keep my, this is that whole thing about not believing. Like we look at something like Kava and we say, it will never go up again. Well, we don't want to believe that. We just want to wait for the technicals to tell us what's going to happen. Here's the way I would play some of these things. Kava's got earnings coming up. CMG just had earnings come up. PayPal had earnings. DraftKings has got earnings coming up. I would wait post earnings and I would wait until December because my guess is a lot of these things are going to suffer from tax loss selling. People are going to give up on them. They're going to want to take the losses against their names that are up. So I'd be looking sometime in December to maybe play some of these things. And when I say play, I mean long term. Like if you think next year is going to be a better year for these things, you can buy some very far out calls for cheap when they're down here in the dumps. So again, I wouldn't be in a hurry to buy these because I don't want to blow my account up. Right? I want to relax. I want to enjoy, I don't really enjoy Halloween, but I want to enjoy Thanksgiving and Christmas. And, there's something to be said for enjoying the spoils of victory, right? You worked hard all year and you made a lot of money. If you were in the Lund loop, I'm sure you did. And remember, we don't make money for the hell of it. We make money for financial security, for the security of our family, so we can have financial freedom, so we can support the causes and the people we care about. Take some of that money. Spend it on yourself. Spend it on your family. Do something nice, right? Enjoy this season. I'm not saying don't trade. I'm just saying wait for some fatter pitches. Wait for this earnings season to kind of go by a little bit. Make sure you're taking smart trades and then go back and look at this Meditations on Markets because I think it's a real good guide for how to proceed in a situation like this. All right, so am I worried? Am I worried about where the market's at? Not a whole lot, and here's why. Because we're just down to the 8. We're not even at the 8 yet. Now, of course, if Apple's horrible or something else happens and we just go like that, all right. But even then,